What is up, BootTube? This is my reaction rant to Arrow Season 5, Episode 19, titled Dangerous Liaisons, which did premiere like 2 days ago. Anyway, the reason why I didn't record yesterday is because I was recording something else, which if you have been watching my channel, you would see 2 videos that have already been uploaded before my flash and this episode, so that's what I was recording. Ha! But anyway, Dangerous Liaisons. Basically, from what I remember, because I was able to catch like maybe 70% of the show, mainly because my mom and all that good stuff. But anyway, from what I remember, all the law enforcement agencies are unable to locate Adrian Chase, right? So Felicity's pissed off at that, so she agrees to help out her Helix friend Elena, because apparently the girl Elena, she wants to free this former Helix leader named Caden James, who apparently created like a biometric tracker that could basically find anyone. And he was pretty much apprehended by Argus, who basically captured him and is holding him in custody without any due process, which is kind of like, isn't that like illegal? Because they have to go through a process, don't they, if they get jailed and shit? Just asking. But anyway, Elena wants to free this guy, and she asks Felicity to help, and in exchange, they'll help find Adrian Chase, right? That's what it is. I help you only if you help me, right? All that good stuff. All that good stuff, Helix, right? Anyway, Lila, who's obviously head of Argus, plans to use Caden James as bait to pretty much destroy Helix, because she knows that Helix wants Caden James, right? So she's like, I'm gonna use him as bait to pretty much destroy Helix, get them all, right? But Elena, she already anticipated that, Argus is going to do something like this, right? So, while Lila and Oliver and Diggle are at Argus, supposedly guarding Caden James, like I said, Elena already anticipated that Lila was going to do this, right? So, apparently, she figured out that Lila was not keeping Caden James prisoner in the Argus place where they're all ready for them. They actually kept Caden in a different area, which Elena figured out, and she and Felicity end up at the true location, and they lead their team there along with Felicity to rescue Caden at the actual site, right? So of course, Diggle's pissed off because he's like, the guy's not here, is he? And of course, Lila's like, no, we kept them in another facility, because we didn't think that they would figure it out, right? She didn't think that the Helix would figure out that they kept Caden James in a different spot, right? So, of course, Oliver and Diggle, and of course, the rest of the team being Black Canary, Dinah, and God, I forgot, Renee, Wild Dog, they end up trying to get to them. Unfortunately, as Team Arrow interrupts Helix, Felicity basically helps them escape, right? Like, at one point, Oliver managed to get to Felicity's team when they got James. But Felicity managed to buy them time enough to escape, but she left herself behind. And Felicity's going to the dark side. This episode in general, that whole Felicity and Helix thing didn't pique my interest, but what piqued my interest, though, was during this episode, we got more Renee. I've said in previous videos, especially the one that showed Renee's backstory, that I love seeing more backstory on the other team members, especially Renee. Renee's backstory literally touched my heart. It broke my heart. And during this episode, Quentin confronts Renee about not visiting his daughter because apparently the whole Renee talking with shoot, what was his name? Oh, Mr. Terrific, forgot your name already. But yeah, Mr. Terrific. I forgot his real name already. But like remember he's like, I could help you get your daughter back and all that stuff. Remember when Mr. Terrific said that to Renee? But like apparently all that happened 2 weeks ago, and apparently Renee has permission to see his daughter just under supervised, watch, right? And Quentin confronts Renee saying, why aren't you visiting your daughter? If I could see my daughter, I would, right? Renee basically tells him, he believes that she's better off without him around. Because apparently there was an incident that caused the daughter to be taken away from Renee's. At one point, while he was with his daughter, he passed out drunk. And Zoe, wanting to take care of her dad, was trying to make him food. And unfortunately for her, because she was very young and pretty damn short, she ended up burning herself while trying to make her dad food while he was passed out drunk, right? And apparently that was the reason why she got taken away, because she got hurt on Renee's watch. And he was drunk. He was passed out drunk. So Renee believes that he's not, she's safer without him around, right? He believes that he's an unsuitable father because of that. And Quentin's like, no, you don't just give up like that. If I had a chance to be with my girl, I'd do it, right? Of course, he's referring to Laurel, because he knows that Sarah's for all he knows, Sarah's safe, right, with the Legends. But like, Quentin manages to make the most amazing heartfelt thing I've ever seen in my life, because he organizes a visit where he actually brings Renee's daughter to him. And there she is, and she's still wearing the jersey, the same jersey he's wearing as Wild Dog, by the way. And of course there's like the supervised lady there observing. And Zoe's all begging Daddy, when can I come home with you? I want to go home with Daddy and all that stuff. And hearing that over and over again, it just broke my heart. It's like, oh my God, Renee, just be with your daughter. You made a mistake. You're cleaning up for it, right? And just because of that, just because Quentin got his daughter there, and he saw her, and like finding out about her life, like she joined the hockey team. She really wants to come home to Daddy. Renee decides, you know what? I'm going to fight for my daughter. I'm going to fight and try to reclaim my baby girl. That made me so happy in so many ways. The episode in general, the whole Helix and Felicity didn't really pique my interest, but when I saw Renee and Quentin, that piqued my interest. That touched my heart. That made me actually enjoy the episode. And also, what broke my heart though was the confrontation between John and his wife Lila. Like, John was confronting Lila about her actions with that kid, Caden James. When she's like, Lila, you told me when you're going to take over Argus that you were not going to turn into Amanda Waller, which unfortunately she kind of is turning into Amanda Waller, right? And John's like, the things you're doing right now, who you're turning into, it led to our previous divorce. Because remember, before, they were married before. This is before their kid and everything. They were married before. And they got divorced because they just didn't see eye to eye, and they were just all mad. They were just always fighting, didn't see eye to eye and everything. And apparently Lila is pretty much, in John's eyes, going back to that person again. And turning into Amanda Waller. And it really broke my heart, because I was like, please, for love of God, please don't tell me John and Lila get divorced. Because, I don't want little John Diggle Jr. to have a divorced family. That's no bueno. I know how that feels. Being a kid especially an only child to with my mom, I'm an only child. Because my dad got remarried at least 2 more other times afterwards, and he does have 3 other kids. So, but with my mom and my dad, I'm their only kid. And to be part of a divorce, to be the only child of parents being divorced and always mad at each other and always yelling and screaming at each other, it's not a good thing. It doesn't do well for the child, especially, because I know this from experience. It screws up a kid. It screwed me up real bad, and I hated it. And quite frankly, I don't want what's happening to John and Lila affect poor John Diggle Jr. Because it's wrong. It will screw up that kid, and that's why that broke my heart. That conversation between John and Lila broke my heart, because it sounded like they're on borderline divorce again. And that's just gonna screw up the kid. It screwed me up when my parents went through that, so that broke my heart, but I had a heartwarming moment with Renee and Quentin and Renee's daughter Zoe. That was beautiful. The whole Helix thing, I remember toward the end, Felicity ended up at an abandoned looking place where she gets like a video chat with Elena, where she's like, you can't be part of Helix anymore because your connections to the team. And hang on for a sec, guys. Sorry about that. But anyway, apparently Felicity's connections to Team Arrow, according to Elena and the rest of Helix, it's a problem for them, basically, and they can't have problems, so they pretty much kick Felicity out of Helix, but not without giving, they gave her a present. Apparently that, Helix leader, Kaden James, who created a biometric tracker, apparently gave as a present for the rescue, because she let Helix get away from Team Arrow, right? So they provided her with James's scanner, which she could use to track down Adrian Chase, right? So she and Oliver, they have a conversation in the Arrow Cave, and basically, as the scanner goes off, and they unfortunately learn that Adrian Chase is already in the team hideout, apparently, and as that happens, the freaking thing explodes basically in front of Felicity and Oliver's face, right? Knocking them both out. And so, Adrian Chase is hiding out in Team Arrow's little hideout. So, and it's just Felicity and Oliver, so I don't know what's going to happen. But the episode was kind of slow for me, especially the whole Helix thing. But like I said, it broke my heart with the whole John and Lila thing. It warmed my heart with the whole Quentin and Renee and Zoe thing. And I am worried for Oliver and Felicity. So, I don't know what's going to happen. So, all we have to do is wait for episode 20. But this is my reaction rant to Arrow Season 5, episode 19, titled Dangerous Liaisons. Bye, BooTube.